Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are having a tough time at this moment. This video analyzes them from a technical analysis point of view. Welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris. Alright, let's kick off with Bitcoin. This is the daily chart and price is in a bearish mode with lower lows and lower highs at the moment. However, price is also bouncing at the long-term moving average. So it's caught in between long-term and short-term moving average. You can see that price is squeezed in between both. So price might make a substantial correction here, might just make a range and continue kind of with a triangle pattern that is going sideways like this and stay in that zone for a while. That's one possibility. And it could happen because look at the moving averages, price is squeezed in between them. Another, of course, obviously there are two other options, right? Logically, there's no rocket science to this. Is the fact that if it breaks this correction lower, so what I would like to probably see in that case is a break with a daily candle below this trend line like this, then in that case, yes, a follow through to the downside towards the minus 272 target, that was the original kind of zigzag that we had in mind, could occur, and in that case, price could reach 8,400, or if it breaks below that, it could even go to the minus 61.8 target at around 5,000. So that are basically what I'm looking for is a bearish candle to confirm and show that there's a trigger for that downside, and then a bigger bearish correction is likely. It's difficult maybe to imagine Bitcoin for us at 5,000 when it was all the way up at 20,000. Then again, we shouldn't also be that surprised in the sense that Bitcoin at 5,000 was a major thing even recently back in November 2017. So, or I should say October 2017. So it's not to say that if price gets that deep that there could be no bounce at that level and that it would just crash entirely. I don't necessarily think that will happen. I think that these targets will provide a decent chance that they will act as support and that the rally could occur from those levels. All right. Other scenario is that price breaks above these resistance levels, these daily highs, with a bullish candle. All right. And in that case, there is a potential for price to make a rally. But that rally is a little bit limited still, and I think that price could make it up maybe to 14,000, the 50 fib here. But these fibs could still be resistance spots. Just because price breaks to the upside, I don't think it necessarily means, from a technical point of view, we see still pretty hefty resistance above it. And that could be used to stop price. So I wouldn't be too optimistic as yet about a bullish breakout. So back to the 4-hour chart, we see a triangle at this moment. As you can see, we can see that price, let me get rid of the fib here for the moment. You can see the price is kind of oscillating like this, downside, downside. So yes, from this point of view, if price does break below it, then there could be a breakout to the downside. Let me just check one thing quickly here on my template. Probably the key fractal to keep an eye on is this one, and key trend line is here. So key level, important level for the moment, 10,500, 400 probably. So that's something to be aware of. If it breaks through that, there's a chance of a breakout. Then again, if it bounces significantly at the bottom, if it breaks out and it bounces like that, also be on guard that could be a double bottom, right? So it's a tricky area. It's not an easy area for downside because of the fact that support levels are still so close by. It would really have to break through 8,000 and then there's a bigger chance of price moving down to that 5,000. All right, as I said, if it breaks to the upside though, look at all that heavy resistance, the moving averages, the fibs, these bottoms. So, that also is limited. So it's a tough spot for cryptocurrencies at this moment. Ethereum is probably one of the ones that is looking most bullish because it actually has a retracement that didn't go as deep compared to Bitcoin at least. And if it were to break above these fractals, that could actually be a breakout. For the moment though, it's moving lower and these levels could act as support zones as well. All right, so there we go. So lots of support below it. So it could bounce there, and if it does break above resistance, there could be a bullish breakout on Ethereum. That looks actually, to me, as a better breakout, technically speaking, from a chart analysis point of view, than Bitcoin, not taking any kind of crypto specifics into account. All right, so just because of the structure of the market, and here actually a bullish break, it seems more likely that they will break this top. Same thing as I said actually in the last video, and Ripple is already breaking. It has a breakout right now. It hasn't closed yet. This candle hasn't closed yet, but if it does, that would be a breakout candle. And in that case, we could put a fib, let's see, maybe from here to here. All right. And that would be pretty deep, but who knows? It seems a little difficult to imagine that it could go that deep. I think maybe let's try different. I mean, it's possible, but everything is possible in the financial markets. And I think this fib could be more relevant. It's 78.6 fib that bounced last time, so it could be the 88.6 fib, which is around 56.60. All right, so that's how deep the price could go. Be aware of double bottom too as well, though. The breakout to the upside would have to occur if price breaks above this resistance trend line. All right, that's it for now. More free analysis and material at elitecurrency.com. Wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.